Hello, I Dr. Vijay Chandra Jedala welcomes you to VC Tech Education. Today I am going to discuss regarding introduction to Amazon DynamoDB. What is Amazon DynamoDB? Amazon DynamoDB is a full managed NoSQL database service that provides fast and predictable performance with seamless scalability. As you all know about the SQL structured query language, which is a database service where it is uses to create tables where the fields, the rows here in the tables are fixed. That means if you are not giving any values in the table, it is considered as null value. Because of it, we are wasting the space. Due to wastage of space, even the performance is also decreasing. That is the complexity optimization techniques which is implemented based on the space and time. As the space is taking more in SQL, the performance speed also decreasing. So to avoid it, NoSQL database service is introduced. DynamoDB lets you upload the administrative burdens of operating and scaling a database that is a distributed database so that you don't have to worry about hardware provisioning. This DynamoDB works as part of Amazon Web Services, which is a cloud service. So cloud facilitates a user to use the services based on the usage, that is scaling. As pay as you use, how much you use, that related to it you can pay. So here no worry regarding hardware provisioning, setup, configuration, replication, software patching or cluster scaling. So next is, what is DynamoDB? What are the advantages related to the security? DynamoDB also offers encryption at rest. That means at the stage of storage it will be totally encrypted. So it is very difficult for anyone to hackers to take the data. That means it is totally secure. It provides the data security. DynamoDB also offers encryption at rest, which eliminates the operational burden and complexity involved in protecting sensitive data. With DynamoDB, you can create database tables that can store and retrieve any amount of data and serve any level of request traffic. So number of tables we can store, how much we required, and it serve a large amount of database can be stored by using a DynamoDB. Next, you can scale up or scale down. That means as per the requirement you can scale up or scale down your table's throughput capacity without downtime or performance degradation. So these are the major qualities or characteristics of DynamoDB. What is DynamoDB? You can use the Amazon Web Service Management Console to monitor resources utilization and performance matrices. DynamoDB provides on-demand backup capability. It allows you to create full backups of your tables for a long-term retention and archival for regularity compliance needs. As per your requirement, even you can take a copy as a backup, and whenever it is required you can get the backup facility. You can create on-demand backups and enable point-in-time recovery for your Amazon DynamoDB tables. Point-in-time recovery helps protect your tables from accidental write or delete operation. With point-in-time recovery, you can restore a table to any point in time during last 35 days. This is related to the DynamoDB, but the questions may come in a different way. When we see the frequently asked question related to this particular point, we will discuss. DynamoDB allows you to delete expired item from tables automatically to help you to reduce storage usage and cost of storing data that is no longer relevant. So, if any items are not required, it will be deleted automatically if you are not using the items in a table of your DynamoDB after a certain period of time based on the usage of the table. Some items can be deleted to reduce the storage. What is DynamoDB? DynamoDB is a fully managed NoSQL database service that provides fast and predictable performance with seamless scalability. DynamoDB allows you to create a database table that can store and retrieve any amount of data and serve any level of request traffic. Its flexible data model and reliable performance make it a great fit for a mobile, web, gaming, IoT and many other applications. What are the basic benefits with Amazon DynamoDB? It suits for read-heavy applications, always stored on SSD, fast and flexible, high availability built-in. What are the core components of Amazon DynamoDB? In DynamoDB, tables, items, attributes are the core components that you work with. A table is a collection of items and each item is a collection of attributes. This point is also very important. We will see this in frequently asked questions. DynamoDB uses primary key to uniquely identify each item in a table and secondary indexes to provide more querying flexibility. Next point we are going to discuss is regarding tables, items and attributes. In generally, the tables records will be there for a table, but here we will call it as here in NoSQL the relation will be between tables, items and attributes. So tables, similar to other databases, DynamoDB stores data in table. A table is a collection of data. For example, let's see a table of people. You could use to store personal contact information about friends, family, anyone else of interest. You could also have a cars table where we can store the information about the vehicles that people drive. Next comes to the items. Each table contains 0 or more items. An item is a group of attributes that is uniquely identifiable among all of the other items. In a people table, each item represents a person. For a car table, each item represents a vehicle. Items in DynamoDB are similar in way to rows, records or tuples in other databases. In DynamoDB, there is no limit to the number of items you can store in a table. So, the main point to be remembered here is in DynamoDB there is no limit to the number of items you can store in the table. At the ending we will discuss regarding what are the limitations of DynamoDB. Next point is attributes. Each item is composed of one or more attributes. An attribute is a fundamental data element, something that does not need to be broken down any further. For example, an item in a people table contains attributes as person's ID, person's last name, person first name, etc. For a department table, an item might be attributes such as department ID, name, manager, etc. Attributes in DynamoDB are similar in ways to fields or columns in other database systems. Now regarding the capacity units, that means how much we will consume. By default, DynamoDB will give, when you create an Amazon Web Service free tier account, DynamoDB will be of 25 GB. 25 GB of free space will be given related to the DynamoDB. How this space will be consumed, that's what we are going to discuss here, and the different steps involved here is regarding the table using default read and write capacity units. Capacity units are the units for which activity service how much data will be consumed and how it will be distributed, and all those things will be discussed here. Read capacity unit. A read capacity unit represents one strongly consistent SC read per second or two eventually consistent EC reads per second. For an item up to 4 KB in size, the item sizes for each record rounded with the next 4 KB. That means if you are reading 2.5 KB item, then the consumed throughput will be of reading is 4 KB. If your reading item is of 4.5 item, will consume the same throughput as reading a 8 KB item. That means the multiple of 4 will be calculated. If it is 4.1 also, the next multiple, that is 8, will be there. 8.5, then next multiple 8 plus 4, 12 will be there. So like that it will go on. Regarding to the write capacity unit, a write capacity unit represents one write per second. For an item it is up to 1 KB size, so write is rounded with 1 KB multiple. So here for write capacity is 1 KB, whereas for read capacity is 4 KB. So as we will write a table, you will create a table only once, but you will read that particular table number of times. So for an advantage of them, the readings of calculations of usage will be given like that. Next steps are add records or items, scan table and query table. So here provision throughput capacity. So what is a write throughput? What is a read throughput? Write throughput, there are a change per hour. Every 10 units write capacity you can handle 36,000 writes per hour. So it is the throughput. Provision throughput capacity. See here, provision throughput capacity is the standard capacity. This is also frequently asked question. So the read throughput, there is a change per hour for every 50 units of read capacity, which can handle 1,80,000 strong consistents or 3,60,000 eventually consistents per hour. This is all about the throughput, and this throughput capacity is known as provision throughput capacity. Then the common task and the difference between RDBMS and DynamoDB. Connect to the source. It uses persistent connection and SQL commands, whereas DynamoDB uses HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol, request to API operations. Next, create a table. It uses the fundamental structure as tables and must be defined. Here it only uses primary keys and no schema on creation. It uses various data sources. Next comes to get table info. All tables info remains accessible. Only primary keys are involved in the DynamoDB. Load table data. It uses rows made up of columns. In tables, it uses items made up of attributes. Read a table data. It will use select statement and filtering statements. It uses get item, query and scan. Next comes to the manage indexes. It uses standard indexes created through SQL statements. Modification to it occurs automatically on a table changes. It uses secondary index, that is the standard index, and DynamoDB uses secondary index to achieve the same function. It requires specifications. Next comes to modify table data. It uses an update statement. By using an update statement, you can modify the tabular data. It uses an update item operation to modify the data in DynamoDB. Next, delete table data. It uses delete statement in RDBMS, whereas DynamoDB, it uses delete items. Next comes to delete a table. If it uses RDBMS uses drop table command, whereas DynamoDB uses delete table command, delete table operations. So these are the major differences based on the common tasks that we differentiated RDBMS with DynamoDB. Then limitations. The capacity sizes, it is 4 KB and another is write is the 1 KB. Read is the 4 KB, write is the 1 KB. Provision throughput, it is 40K read within per cable, 80K per account. So the cap of 10K per table and 20 for the account. So these all are the limitations regarding the DynamoDB. Just let's see the frequently asked questions related to the topic till now which we discussed. What are the possible programmatic interfaces that AWS Software Development Kit can provide for Amazon DynamoDB? So the question once again I am reading. What are the possible programmatic interfaces that an AWS Software Development Kit, AWS SDK, can provide for Amazon DynamoDB? So the total thing is AWS Software Development Kit. So how it is, what is the structure, we'll check it. So this is the basic structure of DynamoDB. So request, response, DynamoDB at the lower level, low level interface, AWS SDK. Okay, AWS SDK is low level interface, document interface, high level interface, and these all interconnect to the application. The correct answer is low level document and object persistent interfaces. So based on the concept, based on the theory, based on the diagrams also they will ask question. See here, low level interface is given, document interface is given, high level interface is not given here. Instead of high level interface, what they said, object persistence interface. That means you should understand that high level is nothing but here at this particular moment it is an object persistent interface. Next question, what is the default capacity mode when creating a table in Amazon DynamoDB console? So what is the default capacity? So provision capacity mode we already discussed. See here, I taken when we open a table, DynamoDB is a fully managed non-relational database service that provides fast, predictable performance, streamless scalability. Here you can see provision read capacity, provision write capacity. What is the question answer? So provision capacity mode is the answer for this particular question. So provision capacity mode, it's correct. In console, provision mode capacity mode is the default. For further information, you can read managing consistency, capacity, performance in DynamoDB. Next, what is the relation between an attribute, item and table in DynamoDB? So we already discussed what is the relation between. An attribute is a collection of items. Each item is collection of tables. That means a group of items. A table is a collection of items and each item is a collection of attributes. So the last one is the correct answer. So if you want to search more related questions, you can go explore the DynamoDB API and AWS SDKs. Next question, user are reporting an HTTP 400 status code request limited exceeded. What could be causing a problem with the request to Amazon DynamoDB? It related to the size, it related to the throughput, it related to the concurrent operations. So here the answer is the throughput exceeds the current throughput limit for your account. A developer receives an HTTP 400 status code error. How can a developer use this status code to determine with the next troubleshooting step? So it will be determined by provision throughput. An HTTP 400 status code can indicate an issue on the client side. So it will exceed a table provision through the throughput. Next, AWS Cloud Trial to audit their Amazon DynamoDB environment. What they want to locate operational security incidents. How does Cloud Trial is historical? It is 90 days. Okay, that's correct. Cloud Trial stores historical operation data and security data for 90 days. For more information of the course, you check the advanced monitoring and optimizing with DynamoDB. Okay, by this we discussed the main basic introduction of DynamoDB and frequently asked questions related to the DynamoDB are discussed. Thank you one and all. Thank you very much.